Hi guys, welcome back to another, I was going to say another day in the life. It's not that, it's another episode of That's Fine. Anyway, welcome back, welcome in, and I hope you've had a good week so far. For me, at the moment, it is only, what day are we on? Tuesday. It's the start of the week, and I'm already exhausted, honestly. I feel like there's not enough caffeine in the world to keep me awake right now. But I do just need to learn to go to bed early. For some reason, I've been up super late this week, or for the last week, just like my brain kept shut off, so I've been thinking a lot. And it means that I've been going to bed really late and still getting up really early, so I need to actually go to bed early today, because I love sleep more than anything. As we all know, I love sleep, and I'm not getting enough of it, so I'm going to try and go to bed earlier. But anyway, I've been thinking about what I've been getting up to this week, and it's honestly not a lot so far, but I do have some updates. So I thought, let's start, as I'm in uniform, let's start with horses and horse riding. So I'm back on Coco, and we've been riding for I think 3 or 4 weeks now, and it's really nice to be back on board. It is different. It's always hard to get used to it again, because I've been riding some ponies at a local, but at even on RDA, and obviously they're very different to my horse. The way I see it is or the way that I've been explained anyway, is that we turned my horse into a Ferrari. She's a Grand Prix athlete. And then when I go to the riding school, they're more of like a Honda or like maybe a Volkswagen, a bit lower range, a bit slower in pace. But that's kind of what it feels like at the moment. I'm just getting used to the difference in horsepower again, getting used to moving my body in certain ways, getting used to also just relaxing when I'm bored and trusting that I know what I'm doing. It's definitely getting a lot easier, but I am a little bit stressed out because we are a month away from potentially going to a show, and I feel underprepared. I mean, I feel like even when I am really prepared, I still feel underprepared, so it's not an uncommon feeling, but I do feel like there's a bit of a way to go. And more so me just getting back into the rhythm and stuff, because I haven't ridden a competition or test in a little while. So once I kind of get back into the rhythm of that, then I'll feel a bit more confident. But at the end of the day, I am enjoying very much being back on board and riding in the way that I'm used to, and Coco's doing well, and she's happy, and she's sound, and that is the main part, which is really happy and exciting. I'm also still looking for my second horse, so the second horse will be the one that I qualify for the Paralympics. So I'm hoping to get one between now and next year, and that'll be the one that will work alongside Coco, and then eventually the one that I will be riding when Coco retires. And I found a few, honestly, but the market is so crazy right now that they are selling really quickly, or they're being put out on loan. Like, people are now doing loan with request to buy, so you can loan the horse for like a week, and if you like it, then you can buy it. But when I first was looking for the Coco, that wasn't a thing. People were just like going to view it a few times and then buying, rather than taking the horse to their house. Which honestly makes sense. Like, it makes sense to have the horse for a week and then decide whether you like it or not. But it also means that no one else can try it in that time. So a lot of the horses that I've liked that might have been suitable have either sold or been out on loan, which means that I can't go and see them in person, or I can't see any more videos, or they kind of say there's no point in like looking at the moment because it's out on loan. And I gotta wait for it to be returned if it is returned. So it's been a bit of a journey. I mean, I'm kind of also hoping that the horse will just come to me. Coco definitely came to me. She was a horse that was sent to me via WhatsApp by a rider that I worked with before. And it was a horse that she was interested in, but she didn't get. And she was like, here's Coco, why don't you have a look at her? And I'm hoping for something like that will happen again and something will fall into my lap. Because I used to really enjoy looking at horses when it's something that you kind of realize, like, when you don't have something, it's nice looking at them. But then when you have it and you're working to a deadline to get another one, it's not as enjoyable. But I am kind of enjoying looking at new horses again. I just wish that I wish that there was more options out there for me. What I'm looking for is very specific and very few of them, so it's hard to find. And also the horse market is just crazy pricing, and I hate. I mean, other than the question where we spend money on horses for everything, but I really do hate spending money, and it always hurts my heart when I look at these prices. So, I mean, fingers crossed we find something, but I'm still looking, which is, yeah, fingers crossed we find something that we need. And for those of you that are wondering what I am looking for, is obviously I want a horse that has a walk that is a 10 out of 10. I want something that is 15 hands to 15, 2 or 3 hands. Something a bit on the younger side, so I would say 7 years old to 10 years old. And a really good temperament and very kind and keen to work. And it will be trained by my coach. And I will ride it and it will qualify, hopefully, for the Paralympics in a few years. So that is the aim. I think I said everything. I mean, I don't really mind what gender it is, and I don't really mind what colour it is. I'm saying ideally not grey. I don't really want to have a grey. But then if it is a grey, I will accept it with open arms. But ideally not grey, because I've had big horses my whole life, so I've never had to deal with cleaning and dealing with keeping the horse clean. So hopefully I won't get grey, but we'll see. See, I say that, but I would really like a Palomino or like a Cremello or a chestnut, something a bit different. I don't mind that. But to me, a grey is like a lot of it, because you have to keep it grey white. And I don't always have the energy or the time or the will to keep grey white. But if that's what I get, then that's what I shall receive. Because I'm grateful for anything at the moment. So if you know of anything or see anything, then let me know, because I'm still looking. What else? I feel like I can't keep my eyes open, but it's just easier to keep them shut. I'm just so tired. And it's not even like physically tired, it's just like I'm mentally tired. I think I just had so much going on. My brain definitely needs time to shut off, which I think I'm excited for, because I am going away this weekend and I'm also going away next weekend. But September is such a busy month. It's beyond busy. I think I've kept myself fully booked in this month. A lot of it I booked before, like months ago, and then kind of didn't really think about it. And September is a very busy month, but I'm not complaining. But I'm going away this weekend with my grandparents and my mum's side of the family, and we're doing a See, I don't want to call it a holiday because in my book it's like more of a road trip holiday, but we're going to Turkey. Not Turkey, but Turkey in, I think it's in Devon or Cornwall, I don't know. Don't quote me on it because I have no clue what's happening on this trip. I just know that I have to be at the coach station stop at 9:45, and we're all getting on this coach with a lot of old people, and we're going on the coach down to Turkey, and we're going to be there for the weekend. To be honest, no one's looking forward to it, but I think we're going to enjoy it because we can laugh about it. It's a holiday that we didn't necessarily choose to go on. My granddad doesn't like flying, and he didn't want to fly anywhere to go on holiday. So my auntie booked this coach holiday where you get on the coach, literally outside his house, and then you go down to like Turkey or Devon or Cornwall, and you have a holiday there and a weekend there, and then you get on the coach back. So that's what we're doing. But my whole family love holidays abroad and like little weekend trips away and stuff. So no one really wanted to go on a coach holiday to Turkey. But I think it'll be fun. I think we'll have a laugh, but we'll make it fun. The only thing that I am like slightly not, but I am worried about it. But I'm hoping that I'll be okay. But I haven't been on a coach in probably 10 years, and that's because I get really travel sick on coaches. I don't know what it is, but I just get really sick, and I feel terrible the whole time. And this coach journey is about 3 or 4 hours long with 2 stops, I think. So that's the only bit that I'm really dreading because I don't know how I'm going to react. And I hope that I won't be ill, but I mean, we don't know until we get, I guess. But being a tall crowd, it's also so funny because I drive past like the bus stop that we meet at often. And there's always a bunch of like old ladies with grey hair, with their big suitcases, ready to go on the holiday. And I always think like, oh, so cute, like they're doing their little retirement treats and like going away with their friends. And now that's gonna be us on Friday, and we're gonna be most definitely the youngest people there. And we're also probably gonna be the only black family on that coach and probably on that holiday. Because whenever I see them, there's never a black person there, but I guess there's always first time for everything. I'm definitely gonna bring a card game of some sort and maybe my headphones to keep me entertained. Because I don't know, I just don't know what else to do on the coach journey. I know people like to chat and like talk to new people, but I'm very much happy to keep to myself and just relax. I might download like a TV program or a film to watch on the way down to keep me entertained. I don't know. I'll have to think. But then also, so I'm doing that this weekend, and then the weekend after, I'm going to Amsterdam, which I'm really excited about because I've always wanted to go to Amsterdam, but I've never actually been. And the only reason I'm going is because I wanted to see Erin LeCount in concert. And when I tried to get tickets in London, they sold out immediately. And then I looked on the other like countries, and I was looking mainly for a laugh. Like I wasn't actually gonna book it. And then I went on Amsterdam, and there was just tickets available. And I was talking to my friend, and she was just like, "Oh, just book it, and then figure it out later." So I booked it. And now I'm about to figure it out because I have booked the concert. I have booked the concert ticket and the flight, but I'm not booked where I'm staying yet. I think because the concert venue is like on the opposite side of the river. I was just debating whether it's like, because you know in London, like to get to the other side of the river, you can't always cross directly over. You have to go around. So I was just deciding what side to put the hotel on. Like, they book it on the side of the concert or they book it on the other side. One thing that I absolutely despise is when you're heading home from a concert and, like, where you're staying is super far away. And if you're trying to get somewhere that is really far away after a concert, when everyone's trying to get a taxi or trying to get on public transport, it's just a hassle. And also for someone with a disability, they're more likely to, like, get pushed and shoved and knocked over, and it's just a real, like, dangerous situation for me to be in. So I always try and book somewhere that is really close to the concert venue so that I can just, like, get there very easily, very fast, and then I can chill. And I'd rather, like, travel out further for, like, the day stuff and, like, going to cafes and stuff. I'd rather do it that way around. So I'm gonna figure that out tonight, hopefully, and book the accommodations. I need to figure that out and actually understand where we're gonna stay, because I also want to see all of the, like, normal touristy things of Amsterdam, because that's something that I would want to do. I kind of really want to go to the sex museum. I just find it really interesting and really, like, wacky and weird, and, like, I don't know, like, what an interesting thing to have to a sex museum. I don't know, I just want to go there. I might actually see whether I got booked tickets for that or not, because that's something that I would like to do as well. But that's what I have to figure out tonight, hopefully, or tomorrow. But I have a week. Well, no, I don't have a week. I have, like, until Friday to get that booked, because I just need to get that done before I go anywhere. But one thing that I also don't like is doing stuff last minute and, like, rushing to book stuff. Do you know what? I'm usually still organised, but September is just so busy that I keep forgetting to do stuff, and I cannot forget to book accommodation for this trip. So that's something top of my priority list for this week. And what else have I got to do? I mean, I'm also going to Silver at some point with my family, and I have to book accommodation for that as well. But so Silver is where my dad's side of the family is from. I mean, my dad is Jamaican and Welsh, so the Welsh side of the family is from Silver, and we're all going there for literally probably 72 hours or less. And I need someone to stay for that as well. That's what I mean by September is busy. I just feel like I don't have a day to chill out, but it's fine because October is super chill and there's only 4 weeks of chaos and then I can chill out. So, I mean, it's good to feel busy, I guess, but I feel like I've not been this busy since, like, before COVID, which is rare. And that was 5 years ago. That's fucking crazy. So it feels strange to be really busy. What else was I gonna say? I'm literally being watched in the window by my little brother Zoran, who's probably trying to get my attention because he probably wants something of mine. He's moving a whole statue out the window. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure he'll probably break it or drop it. I mean, he didn't break it, so that's good, but I don't know what he's doing. He's just looking out the window at me. So I'll probably go in a second. What else was I gonna say? I honestly don't know. I feel like I have nothing more to add to this week. Nothing more to add. I mean, over the next few weeks, I will definitely be so busy that I'll have more to talk about. But I think that's all for this week, guys. Sorry it's not very long. Sorry it's not very interesting. But there will be more to come. And I saw someone that would like me to talk about, like, things that I like, things that I love, things that I don't like. So I think I'm going to do an episode on like, Tegan's favourites and Tegan's dislikes. And some person would also wanted to know what kind of, like, art I like. And honestly, I don't really have, like, a favourite artist. I just like art. But one thing that I do hope to do when I go to Amsterdam is go and see some art. I'm pretty sure there's a famous artist museum or exhibition there. So that's something that I would like to do as well. I feel like art is something you have to like. I'm not always in the mood to go stare at art, but then sometimes I'll happily sit and stare at art. So it depends on what kind of mood I'm in when I'm in Amsterdam, but I do like art, and I do like staring at art, and I do like all forms of art. And I don't know, I went to the Tate last year, and that was pretty fun. And I do want to go again. Actually, I want to go back because we didn't get to see all of it, and I would like to see as much of it as I can. So that might be something that I might do in the future as well. But anyway, thank you all for listening, and I will see you next week. Same time, same place. Actually, probably not, because I never post on the same day or the same time. So just next week. I'll see you next week. But thank you all for listening, and have a lovely rest of your week. Please feel free to tell me about it. Give me the tea, share the stories, and I'll see you next week. I also kind of really wish that I went to Notting Hill Festival, and Vibes Cartel is playing in London next week, and I'm not going, which I feel like is a crime. But I'm actually in Amsterdam, so I can't go. But I wish I was, because that is my heart and soul. I absolutely love Vibes Cartel, and I keep saying to everyone that my next freestyle to dress out, or dress up, well, what is it called? Freestyle to music in dress out. I really want to do dancehall, Vibes Cartel, Afrobeat. Like, if we're gonna go Jamaican, I want to go like full out, all the way, Vibes Cartel. People really think that I'm gonna do like reggae and like Bob Marley. I'm like, sure. I love Bob Marley. I love him. I love his children. I love his wife. I love all of them. But my heart and soul belongs to the Vibes Cartel. I'm a bit of dancehall. So I feel like I might touch it up and just like blow the roof off the place. Not that there is a roof, because it's always up outside. But if we're gonna be doing Jamaican, let's go for that. Anyway, that's also something that I gotta do, that on my list of things to do, but I haven't done it yet. So Jamaican freestyle will be next year now, but I will get to that eventually. But anyway, I'll see you next week. Have a good week, and goodbye and good night. I'm going to bed because I'm tired as hell. Okay, bye. I never know how to end these things, but bye.